Excuse me.
Yes?
Is this a witchcraft store?
Yes, we sell lots of witchcraft supplies here.
The kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty of young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy. So clean the house, clear the drawers, mop the floors, and stand tall like no one's ever been here before or at all. And don't you mention all the inches that are scraped on the door frame. We all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in 08. If you could see him now, you'd be proud.
House witch tips for beginners. Plant rosemary by your front entrance for protection. Rosemary is said to ward off evil spirits. For lazy smoke cleansing, no need for a smoke bundle. Simply harvest a piece of rosemary, let it dry for a couple days, then burn it. Waft the smoke around your home in a counterclockwise direction to banish. Light a white candle for purification. Challenge yourself to clean until it burns all the way down. A witch's house is said to be alive. Tell it goodnight in the evening, say goodbye when you leave, etc., etc. If someone comes over and something breaks or falls off the wall randomly, your house might be warning you. To quickly refresh a space, cleanse the corners. This is where energy tends to accumulate. Sprinkle salt, let it sit for a few hours, then sweep it up. Lock your mirrors by cleaning them normally, then energetically cleansing with something like smoke, then locking with a protective liquid or literal key. Mix a pinch of black salt into your paint and use this to paint protective symbols directly into your doors and walls. For more house witch tips, check out my book Instant Witch: The Beginner's Guide. Comment to stay on WitchTok.
Are you a baby witch who is looking for some tips from someone who has been doing witchcraft for 10 years? Hi, my name is Pink. I've been doing this for 10 years. Let me help you. Number one, you don't need to give a fuck about what type of witch you are, okay? I'm a dream witch, I'm a kitchen witch, I'm an herbal witch, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this, that, and the third. It doesn't matter, okay? You need to decide whether or not you're more historically based or eclectic. Historical means you try to reconstruct ancient magic from ancient practices, even if it's not done perfectly, which is kind of a secondary thing called revivalism. You need to decide whether you fall into these two or you fall into being an eclectic witch. Eclectic witches kind of build their own practice and they don't really give a fuck about history, and while I have my feelings on that, if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do that. Like, no one's gonna stop you, including me, the witch police. Next, you need to get this very specific book that I have right here, okay? You can find a PDF online of this book, but I am telling you, it helps you so much with correspondences of every kind. It'll tell you what pretty much every material on the planet is for, etc., and it will be very helpful. I also recommend getting the Crystal Bible from Judy Hall, okay? That one is very helpful, and I also believe there is a PDF of it online. If you can't find it, if you check the link in my bio and you go on my Patreon, I have a link library of 26 links, and they include those two books as well. Next is that I really wouldn't recommend jumping into spell work, but if you're going to jump into spell work, I would say start with a protection spell of some kind. My first spell was a curse, and while it went phenomenally, and it's still working to this day 10 years later, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's like that for everybody. I just happen to kind of fuck it and get it correct, okay? You know what I mean? Like, don't be like me. Another thing also, don't jump into working with deities. If you know nothing about them and you don't give a shit and you're not willing to research any ancient history, you are doing what's called cultural misappropriation. Don't do that shit. Another thing, candle spells, just get birthday candles, okay? They're cheap as fuck, they're easy, and they burn fast. Easy, easy, easy. I also recommend doing a lot of grounding when you're first beginning, so whether it's meditation or just sitting in the dirt somewhere, I really recommend just kind of getting used to being one with the earth and trying to turn your brain off a little bit. It's very helpful in your practice in general. I also don't recommend doing any type of spell work when you are extremely emotional. If you're not feeling good, that is not the time to do it. You need to wait until things lower, okay? The last curse that I did was on my ex, who was very abusive. But I waited, I believe, 6 months after we broke up, or even a little longer, just because I didn't want to do it when I was at the height of my emotions, because I don't want things to, like, get fucked over and not work the way I want them to. Another thing, stop with the whole anxiety thing. Like, and I'm not saying you're not allowed to be nervous. What I am saying, though, is that, like, if you're so anxious about witchcraft that you can't function, this isn't the time to be doing it, okay? Next is start building your own unverified personal gnosis. Our UPG is basically our own personal insights. So in order to start building this, start doing some type of divination, meditation, whatever, and start writing down your experiences, write down affirmations, and start making notes of things that you notice and things that you start to believe from your own personal practices. I do recommend watching other creators online, but I also don't recommend taking from their UPG because you should be building your own. Those are some beginner witch tips in general. I know they're very baseline, but genuinely, if you want any more, please let me know. I can totally make this a series.
Why don't you have a podcast, by the way?
Because I think that something awaits for me in the divine for resisting.
Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday.
If you're a witch, you can't blow out your candles. Oh, who told you that? The moon? No. Hecate? No. Mother Earth? No? Okay. Rule of three. Rule of three. Not for me. Another one I see all the time is protection spells. You need to be doing protection spells. 24/7 protection spells. Girl, who is after you? Who is after you? I'm scared. I'm scared. Be careful, baby witches. Starting witchcraft will make you start to see shadow people all around you. I don't know what you're doing to cause that to happen, but you need to stop it immediately. Like, right now. You can't use that in your spell instead of insert very odd ingredient that most people would not have access to, or something bad will happen. Classist and wrong. Use what you have. Witches veiling is a thing. That's totally not a new concept or something that you only really see in male-centered organized religions. No comment. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I can literally see the deities that I work with. They sit in my room and talk to me. I can even touch them. Bestie, you're hallucinating. Basil, this is important. Bestie, you're hallucinating. You must have an altar, a book of shadows, a grimoire, blah, 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 blah. If you're a witch, wrong. A true witch does not need anything physical to show that she's a witch. You're just a witch. It is quite literally the opposite of being about material things. Now, does the aesthetic eat? Yes, but it's not about that. Witches are not the church. We will not be asking for your money. It's free. Well, if you use red candles instead of pink candles, if it said pink candles, then your whole spell is ruined. No. No. Let me introduce you to something called intention. Again, use what you have.
Here's some things that raise red flags when people fucking message me for spells. First up, you did a love spell and now you can't get rid of them. Congratulations, I hope you like the consequences of your own fucking actions. You're manifesting money, but you're ignoring your overdue bills, bitch. The universe is not a sugar daddy, get your shit together, please. You only cleanse when shit starts going bad. Low-key, I've done this also. That's my bad too. Like, bitch, why are you just marinating in bad vibes? Don't do that. Use an herb without actually knowing what it does. Let's say you put a little mugwort in your relaxation tea, right? But now you're having prophetic dreams of the fucking apocalypse. Well, there you go. Why'd you do that? Also, did you even set a fucking intention? And my very favorite, you think a candle flicker is a spirit trying to contact you every single time. Like, no girl, did you check to make sure all the windows were closed? Is the AC off? Is the candle from the Dollar Tree? Like, come on, let's get it together, guys. Okay, bye!
It's not your birthday, boys. I'm Ariana's birthday.
Alle warten auf das Licht. Fürchtet euch nicht.
You dumb fucking bitch. I'm gonna fuck you.
Gucci down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa.
I'm not a cunt. You're the cunt. You're the fucking cunt, bitch.
Good day, I'm Bob the Necromancer, and today we're doing an unboxing.